Hi everybody, it's Scarlet Paint here. Today I'm making two items for you. I'm going to show you how to make a yogurt from scratch with raw cow's milk, and I'm also going to show you how to make a delicious children's and adults drink. It's like the ones they have in the supermarkets. It's like a raspberry fruit flavoured yogurt drink. So let's start off now. What we need: milk to make the yogurt. That's raw milk straight from the cow at blood temperature. You can use pasteurised or anything you get in the supermarket as long as you bring it up to blood temperature. So that's this morning's blood temperature milk. I've got my flavouring, which is going to be some homemade raspberry strawberry jam. I've got some yoghurt from the shop. Now what you need to buy is plain yoghurt. So I buy the best I can buy, which is the Activia usually, and that is just yoghurt and no sugar. Then we need sugar for the drink, and we have some of yesterday's yoghurt to show you how I make the drink. So first of all, the yoghurt. There it is, raw milk. Now we need to inoculate it by adding into it some of the culture, which is the shop bought yoghurt. Got my ladle. Now I've got a very small amount of yoghurt left in that pot, so I'm going to use that as the inoculation pot, and I'm going to ladle some milk into there. And now, I don't know that I have enough yoghurt in there, so I will add some more yoghurt. So I could use some of yesterday's batch, which is sitting here, or I could use half a pot of this or a whole pot of it. So that's what I'll do. I'll use the pot of yoghurt. So we'll pour that in there and mix it up. So now we have an inoculated milk, which basically means the culture from the yoghurt has been added to the milk, mixed up, and given the right conditions, that culture will breed and make us more yoghurt. So the whole milk will become yoghurt. So now I have that cultured small pot. I now need to add that to the rest of the milk. Now you can use glass containers, you can use plastic bottles. Now I'm trying to get away from plastic containers, but we thought we were moving house, so all my cooking goodies are packed, ready to move. I now need to unpack. So today I'm going to use a plastic bottle to put it in, and I'll do that now. First, we pour the culture into the bottom of the bottle, or the cultured inoculated milk. Now that's at the bottom, we add the milk in, so that will have a good chance to spread and mix through the whole amount. So the next thing we need to do is work out how we're going to keep this blood temperature bottle of milk, yoghurt, cultured milk, at blood temperature for the whole day. You can hold it for 12 hours or 24 hours, but you've got to work out a way to do it. Just give it a bit of a shake while you're thinking. What are our options? Well, we could use a blanket wrapped around this, another water bottle of hot water in that, and put it in by it, and put it into a fridge box, you know, those insulated fridge boxes that you put your shopping in when you come home. That should keep it at temperature for most of the day. I'm going to use the heat of the sun. It's about 37 degrees today, so if I put this in the sun for a few hours and then bring it in, put it out, then it should stay at the right temperature, just about. So there the bottle is sat in the sunshine, and I'll just keep an eye on it throughout the next few hours. Once it feels like it's going to be too hot out here, then I'll bring it in for a few hours. I'll just gauge it like that. Another thing you can do is use a reptile mat, and that will hold the temperature at blood temperature. Bulgarians wrap it up in a blanket and put it in the sunshine, which is a similar thing as to what I'm doing. They probably wrap it to stop it overheating. So that's our yoghurt made. So here we have yesterday's yoghurt, and now we're going to make it into yoghurt drink. I've just made one batch, so my container's still dirty from the last load. So what I'm going to do is pour in my yoghurt, which is a bit thin, which is exactly how I want it. If I wanted it thicker, I'd have left it longer cooking or hatching. Next, I'm going to pour in some jam. Today's jam of choice is homemade cherry. So a few dollops of that goes in. Then we're going to whiz it up in the food processor. There it is, made. So depending on how sweet your tooth is or how weaned off processed food your children are, you may need to add a little bit of sugar. So you can make this, if you're in control of it, you can start off with a bit more sugar in the early days to get them used to it. So just a bit of sugar. And then every day you make it, just put a bit less in, till in the end you're putting none in. They'll never know, because they've just been drinking every day. It looks the same, it tastes the same nearly. They'll never know. So I'm going to whiz that up again. And there we have a refreshing yogurt drink, just like in the stores, with that little bit of sugar added. And as I say, reduce the sugar as time goes by. It tastes so refreshing, it's so good for you, full of lots of extra B vitamins that yogurt is always naturally full of, rather than just the plain milk, which is different. You can water it down with a little bit of milk if you want it thinner. I like it just like this, with a bit of a tang of the yogurt. So now I better go and clean up the food blender. And I've got a bit more milk to work out what to do with. That's going to be cheddar cheese. If you watch next, you'll see that. So please like, subscribe and share. And I hope this has helped you. Any questions, give me a shout. See you soon. Bye-bye.